Hey everyone, Philly Cheesesteak here, back inside of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and today I'm doing Godlike, where you have to collect all 32 music boxes, well, music box plates inside of London. There's a lot of them. That's the reason why this video is close to a minute, a little over 11 minutes long. Yep. So anyway, first of all, we're going to, of course, start in Whitechapel, like we always do, or like I always do. I technically don't have to, but, you know, it's necessary. So anyway, we're going to come down to these train tracks here, and I'm going to show the initial cutscene for this specific one. That way you know what you're looking for. What you'll do is you'll pull out this white disc, you'll stuff it in your jacket, and then you'll move on. Now, normally I would show, like, the, progress, but I forgot that it does that. So, yay. Second one is at that map location I showed you. It's on top of this building here. Do note that there is a map for this. However, if you do come close to these guys, they do pop up on your map. Again, I cut off the cutscene there. Now, we're just south of the train station here. We're going to want to come over to this gravestone here, and this will be our third of 4 for Whitechapel. And our final one for the area will be a little over to the east here. It'll be in one of the, I believe it's in one of the gang areas that you do clear out, so it's over here. But anyway, once you do, that'll be your final one for Whitechapel. So anyway, we're going to move on over to the city of London. We're going to go over to Ryuge's vault. Now, I would have shown this first, but, brain fart and editing, whatever. But anyway, you're going to come in here, go through this, and what you will see as soon as you make it to this area is a cutscene. Now, I do cut away from that. I show a couple seconds of the cutscene here, actually. And after you do that cutscene, you will get a freebie. So I would have done that first, but at least now you know where the vault is. You do have to go back there. So anyway, we're going to go over here near the railroad tracks. It's near one of the train stations. And on this roof over here, actually, there's my train flying past it. We'll get our second of 5 tokens for the City of London. Now we're going to go northeast of the vault here, go on top of this building, and sitting on the corner, actually close to the corner, will be our next part. And that'll give us 3 of 5. Next, we're going to go down towards the bridge area near the Thames, but remember, we're still in the City of London. It's near a child liberation, and I believe that was a Templar hunt before I caught it up. And underneath one of the Steric signed buildings, you will find this box on a stool in front of this storefront. And that'll give us 4 of 5. Now, the final one, if you look at the, the fast travel point will be northeast of here. And what we're looking for, it's actually next to the Kenway Mansion. Now, if you remember that mission, it's probably one of my personal favorites. We're going to go and find this lady over here who's apparently drinking wine or having a fan or something. I can't really see on my screen that well. It's de-resed. But anyway, that's the final one for London. Now, we're going to go down to the Thames. Now, on this bridge over here, about halfway through, give or take, there will be this music box just sitting here because reasons. But that'll give us our first of 4. Now, we're going to go down to close to the second bridge. It's close to where that one flower was that I did earlier in the previous video, which of course I'll have, linked out at the end of the video. But on top of this station here, or tickets booth, will be our second of 4 boxes. Now we're going to go around the curve approximately where these two are, and sitting down on the lower area of the bridge here, it looks like a gated area. So just sitting here on the ledge is our next music box, which makes me wonder, how did these people not find these sooner? Anyway, we're going to go down here a little bit north of actually right next to the fast travel point. And sitting on top of this tugboat's or steamboat's roof is our final Thames Secret of London. Now we're going to move on to Southwark because, it's logical. Why go here? Because I want to. We're going to be just southwest of the fast travel point. And sitting on the bottom of what looks like one of these water treatment areas is our first of 4. Now we're going to move just west of the railroad tracks and southwest of the fast travel point, and sitting on top of this building up here, actually it's more like scaffolding more than anything else, right next to this higher up railroad tracks, will be our next music box. It's an 11-minute video. Cut me some slack. My throat's going to get dry real fast. Anyway, just northeast of the train station, on top of this building right up here, will be our third of 4 music box for at least the Southwark area. As you can see here, got the little marker there. And next to just north of Alexander Graham Bell, I believe that's who it was, if I'm not mistaken, Near this crane over here, you will find our final for the Southwark area. I blame Facebook. Alright, now we're going down to Lambeth. Now, on top of this fast travel point will be our first music box. This is actually one of the easier ones. So that is our first of 3, I want to say. No, it's 4. But anyway, we're going to go just northeast of the Insane Asylum. And on top of this building up here, I kind of just showed you the area. Sitting here next to this keyhole over here is our second of 4 music boxes. Makes me wonder if the guy who found this is just throwing them all over the place. Throw it here, there, here, there. Anyway, you'll saw where I was on the map. And sitting on top of this stump, funny word, will be our third of 4 secrets for this specific area. Now, finally, we're going to make our way into the southwest area of the map, of Lambeth area of the map. And in this area over here, it's kind of misleading where it was on the map, but sitting on this coil of rope will be our final music box for Lambeth. Now we're going to move on to the Strand. There are a few more here. I believe there are 6, if according to what my map tells me is correct. So anyway, we're going to go behind this gazebo, which is next to this child liberation area. And sitting on this trunk is our first, actually it's 4, oops, our first music box. Now we're going to move on approximately south. It's approximately the same area as one of the flowers. It's in this little, what looks like an underground mall area. And sitting underneath the stairs over here is our second of 4 music boxes. Now we're going to move a little west of that area, just past the Templar Hunt area, on top of I think it's the Museum of Art. Do correct me if I am wrong. And sitting on top of here, just randomly in this little tower, is our next music box. And finally, we're going to the southwest area of the map, just before we cross over into Westminster, just west of a train station. It's sitting over here. Now, only reason I'm sneaking around is because this area is also where a cargo hijack is. So just be careful. If you're this far into the game, you've already unlocked the cargo hijackings. And once you do, you will find the final one for the Strand. Now we're moving on to Westminster. We are just north of the fast travel point in the southeast. And what we're going to want is go on top of this building up here. And sitting on this ledge over here is going to be our first of, I believe it's 7 music boxes. Yeah, Westminster has the most. So we are just inside the area of just south of the area of Big Ben, and I believe that's Parliament. Again, if you're a British citizen, please correct me if I am wrong, and I'll put an annotation and correct myself. But anyway, sitting on that bench will be our second of 7 music boxes. Now we are going to the train station. This one is the easiest. You can actually use that fast travel point up there to actually get yourself to here. And once you do, sitting on this table will be our third. There we go. Almost had to correct myself there. Our third music box. Now going directly west into just south of the area where I found that final flower in my previous video. Again, check the annotation at the end of the video. We'll have to come over to this area here. And sitting on top of this house will be our 4th or 5th, I believe it's 4th. Yep, there we go. 4th music box of the area. Now we're just east of Buckingham Palace, just outside of the area, and just it's right next to one of the guardhouses here. You'll see it. And anyway, sitting in what looks like, I don't know, if you want to call it a corner garden, you'd be correct. But sitting here next to a lantern is our 5th of 7 music boxes. Now again, we're just north of the Templar Hunt where we have one of the flowers, but just east of the Buckingham. We're going to come over to this shed over here where, sitting on a bench with a cat and a guy who looks like he's flat out drunk, is our second to last music box. Now we're going to head far left into the west portion of the map. Again, there's Buckingham as a point of reference. And sitting on this stump over here is our final music box. Now we have our final music box, but the achievement hasn't unlocked. What do we still have to do? We have to make our way back to the vault. Now, what we have to do, of course, I'm going to bring up the map here to show you where you have to approximately go. It's around here. It's the underground. Of course, go back to earlier in the video to get the exact location. It'll lead you directly here. Now, what you're going to need to do is go over to each one of these and plug them in. Now, this wouldn't be so bad if, you didn't have, like, 30,000 jingle-like things playing at all the same time. It wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't directly for that. But anyway, pretty much what they expect you to do is complete each area, come back, put the next music box in, and you'll see as you do put these in, each of the locks unlocks when you put in each one of the things, each one of the discs, and they all play a different melody, ranging from, I don't recognize all of them, to God Save the Queen, which is very close to another hymn in the hymnal called I can't remember what it's called. I'm having a brain fart right now. It's New Year. It's pretty much New Year's Eve, and I'm getting ready to go out with friends. But anyway, once you do, you will get this really freaky looking costume. And yes, it is freaky. Now let's go over there, walk over to it, and pick it up. Once you do, you will get this cutscene with Jacob and Evie, and apparently it is Minerva's robes. And yes, it's freaky. But anyway, once you do, you'll get the Aegis. It'll unlock a 30 gamer score achievement. It is not a fun one to unlock, that I'll tell you right now. But anyway, it's a fun costume though too. But anyway, there you guys go. Thank you guys for watching. If it's helped you, hit like. If you want to see more, why not click on the right of this brand new shiny costume, and I don't know, go over my channel and maybe click subscribe, or click on the other video to my left and check out how finding a bunch of flowers also unlocks another achievement. And as always, have a great and beautiful day, and hopefully I will see you guys all next time.